Hauser, and welcome to uncorkedcom's grilling and sipping party. Our executive chef, Colin Crowley, has created exclusive grilling recipes that he will demonstrate for you. Jessica Bell, our wine specialist, has hand-selected the perfect wines to pair with each recipe. As a bonus, they will give you how-to tips on grilling and wine pairing. Cheers, light the grill! Hi, I'm Jessica Bell, Uncorked's wine specialist.
And I'm Chef Colin Crowley. And today we're going to talk a little bit about grilling and some wines that we are going to pair with them. I'm going to cook some oysters in the shell and we're going to steam them open in the shell. I'm going to do some shrimp on the grill. I'm going to do a couple of different steaks with a marinade and also with a nice rub. And we're going to pair them with a couple of different wines that Jessica picked earlier.
Yeah, and you grill all summer. I tend to drink all summer, and I've, after trying a number of wines, I've actually chosen 5 that will go with the 5 different recipes you've prepared for us. And this first one that I prepared, or that I chose, is actually from Spain. It's a white, and it's called Olvena. And what was the first recipe that you...
This is going to be paired with grilled Gulf shrimp, then served with a salsa verde.
Oh, perfect. I thought we needed a wine that was shy enough to not overstep the shrimp, but sassy enough to dance with that salsa. So I picked this Spanish white, and I actually lived in Spain for 2 years, and I find that people often overlook Spanish whites. And this one comes from Somontano, which is from just the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains. In fact, Somontano means at the foot of the mountains. And this is a Chardonnay, and it's got a great nose. It's got lemon custard and pear and exotic fruits. But on the palate, it doesn't overwhelm the food. It has...
Right, really nice acid, really nice balance. I love this with shrimp.
Perfect. And the second recipe, what did you prepare next?
Well, what we're going to do with the tamari is I actually developed a spice rub to go with tamari after tasting the wine myself and doing some research on some Argentinian steak rubs to have it go really well with the Malbec. There's going to be some cumin, coriander, fennel, some chipotle spice, some paprika, some oregano, some black pepper. And then rub it on a flank steak, and it needs to marinate probably about 2-3 hours before grilling. It's real simple. We're just going to grill that off and then serve it with a grilled potato salad.
That sounds delicious. And we're going to keep the Latin flavors going with a wine from Argentina. And whenever I don't know what to pair with a food, I always think regionally. And so what is more well known than beef from Argentina? And so Argentina also is known for their Malbecs. And the Malbec grape was actually originally from Bordeaux, but it's cold and wet where the Malbecs come from in Bordeaux, versus Argentina, which is nice and warm and dry. So these Malbecs are absolutely delicious from Mendoza. And this one's Bodega Tamari, and it's the Reserva from 2007.
And then the next thing I'm going to cook is with this Chimney Rock Élevage Blanc, I'm going to do oysters on the half shell, but I'm just going to put the fresh whole live oyster right on the grill. We'll have these beautifully poached fresh oysters that pair wonderfully well with this white from Chimney Rock.
I couldn't agree more. This one, this Élevage from Chimney Rock, just like the oysters, it's unctuous and rich, but with mild flavors. And so the Chimney Rock is from California, and it's made from not only Sauvignon Blanc, but Sauvignon Gris, which is a very uncommon grape because it's very difficult to grow. But what it gives the wine is that rich texture that actually you want to serve at a temperature that's a little, maybe 20 to 30 minutes outside of the refrigerator.
Agreed.
I think when it's right outside of the refrigerator, it's too cold to appreciate it. And that's why it makes it a perfect summer wine, because you can take it out of the fridge, put it on the table, have a nice picnic, and 30 minutes to an hour later, it's drinking beautifully. So tell me about the next recipe.
Well, for the Toledo Family Vineyards Angel's Peak wine, which is primarily Merlot driven, I wanted to bring the quality of the meat up to match the quality of the wine. So I'm using a much better quality of grade of meat. I'm using a New York strip steak. And this is just going to be very simple: olive oil, salt and pepper, grill the steak, and I'm going to grill some mushrooms and some onions to go with it at the same time to round out the earthy components in the steak for the wine, as well as a little bit of the sweetness to match the richness of the wine with the onion.
And you definitely need an amazing cut of meat to go with this wine, because you'll be everyone's angel if you bring this to the next barbecue. It's actually, as you mentioned, a Merlot-based blend, kind of like our Petrus from Bordeaux. And in fact, it's based on the Pomerol blends, which is in Bordeaux on the right bank. And Terlato also has their Devil's Peak and Cardinal's Peak, which are based on different areas within Bordeaux as well. So this one is just perfection. It's liquid love. You open it up, and right at the gates, it's giving and open. And with time, it just becomes deeper and richer in the glass. And you'll find the bottom of the bottle pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
And how about dessert?
Well, for dessert, you know, you sometimes see some grilled fruit. I decided I wanted to try and grill a number of different fruits, and I douse it with the Brilliant Disguise while I'm cooking it. And this is great wine. It's low in alcohol, so you can really, you know, you don't have to worry about it flaming up on the grill too much.
Definitely, yeah. This Two Hands Brilliant Disguise Moscato, it comes from Two Friends, which I think is where we get the two hands from, and it is in the style of an Italian Moscato. And I think often people will steer away from sweet wines because they might have an aversion to something sweet. But what I try and show people is that a sweet wine with a sweet dessert will completely change your dessert wine. And that sweetness in the fruit will actually make your wine taste less sweet, but it'll allow the flavors, the fruit and the floral notes in this wine to just explode from the wine. And I love this wine because if you don't finish it all that night, it's perfect for brunch. So let's get to the fun part. Let's try these wines and start grilling.
I'm really looking forward to it. Great.
Cheers.